welcome to another segment of Motivational Mondays with Donna. I pray that everyone is doing well, and if you're encountering any challenges, just remember that God is ordering your steps and to let go and let God. This week, I'd like to speak on the topic of easy overnight success doesn't last. Now, they actually say that about 70% of lottery winners actually spend it all or lose it all in the first 5 years after they've won the lottery. Guys, honestly, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. And in taking the stairs, you're going to encounter some trials, some struggles, some failures. But when you actually have to put in the effort, you appreciate the success better once you reach it. It's kind of like when you buy something and you've been saving up for it because it's what you really want. When you get it, you actually appreciate it more. But if it's something that's just been given to you, a lot of the times within 6 months to a year, you've thrown it someplace and you don't even know where it is. You might not even remember it anymore. And that's the exact same way it works where success is concerned. And that's the reason why God actually takes the time He does with us before He brings us to that success. Because He's more concerned about changing us than about us getting what we want. It will come, but there's a process to everything. And we see that in the Bible all over. I mean, Joseph had to wait 13 years from the time he received the dream about being second in command before it came through. David was anointed to be king from the prophet Samuel, but he had to wait 15 years before he stepped into that. Abraham and Sarah, God told them that Sarah would have a son, but that son Isaac did not come until a quarter of a century later, 25 years. Moses was supposed to lead the children of Israel away from Pharaoh and the Egyptians. That did not happen until Moses was 80 years of age, and that was 40 years later. Rebekah did not give birth to Esau and Jacob until 20 years later. Guys, get this. It's really important. Success does not happen overnight, but when it does, it's going to be very fruitful. Joel Osteen, the pastor for Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, has this great statement that he says, "We live in a microwave society, but we serve a crock-pot God." Now, for those of you who don't know what a crock-pot is, it makes amazing food, but it's a slow process. And that's the way it is with us where life is concerned. We're going to get there. Your dreams, your desires, don't push them to the side. Don't think they'll never happen. That negativity is going to block you from getting what you really want. It's going to come, but there is a waiting period for it. Now, we always end our segments on gratitude. And most people, if I were to just say the first name, Broderick, you would not know who I'm talking about. But when I say the full name, Broderick Stephen Harvey, you know I'm talking about Steve Harvey. Obviously, he doesn't need his resume to be spit out. But of course, we know he's an American television host, producer, actor, comedian. And he had this to say about gratitude. The number one blessing blocker is a lack of gratitude. Think about that, guys. Wake up every day and have gratitude, because when God sees you being grateful for what He's given you, then He will open up the doors, windows, and gates of heaven and do that Ephesians 3:20, exceeding and abundant, because He knows you're going to appreciate the more that He's given you. By the way, Steve Harvey had a deep desire at the age of 10 to be on TV and to be a comedian, but it never happened until he was 36 years of age. So he had to wait 26 years. even longer than Abraham and Sarah waited for Isaac. So guys, just remember, easy overnight success doesn't last, and have gratitude. It will make your life soar. Talk to you next week.